So BatGirl that is shooting in Glasgow in Scotland in the United Kingdom is really starting to take shape. We got a first look at the BatGirl suit, also some potential teasers or maybe Easter egg towards villains who could be in this. Also a huge hint at Robin or Nightwing appearing potentially outside of the memorial, which doesn't really tell us a lot. It being a newspaper article really does tell you more. Also the fact that Batman vs Superman probably still happening is probably still canon based on a journalistic newspaper article. So, yo, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. So, there's been multiple images coming out of the Batgirl film set because they're shooting publicly, so they can't stop people taking pictures. So, there is a reference, there is an image of Hugo Strange, and it says excellent, which implies Hugo Strange is going to be around. He's been around. He's somewhere. So that is something that I think is fascinating about this so far. But the most fascinating thing is the rumor of Dylan O'Brien being Nightwing, aka Robin. Well, Leslie Grace, who plays Batgirl, is now following Dylan O'Brien, and Dylan O'Brien is now following Leslie Grace, and that means somehow that's confirmed that he will be Robin, aka Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing. Because let's be honest, we don't want Robin, we want Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, because Nightwing is the OG, is the GOAT. Dylan O'Brien, very good actor, if this is true. Now, people on the internet were saying that Dylan O'Brien would be Robin, aka Nightwing, but let's be honest, guys, that rumor's going on the internet for freaking years. I want Zachary Efron to be Nightwing, but that's definitely not going to happen because this Dylan O'Brien story, it's pretty much true. Not only that, we had a memorial image of a Batman with a Robin, but if you do the maths, Robin would have to be somewhere between 35 to 40. So Dylan O'Brien, too young, confirmed? We don't know. And also based on all the images going around, it looks like the Batgirl will be based around Christmas, as there seems to be a lot of the Christmas-based events going on. And they've literally turned Glasgow into Gotham, which is freaking fantastic. So this is going to break the... It's not going to break the internet, let's be honest. But there is a cool little image going around that says, Gotham, ta-ta-la. The shadow truth behind the Court of Owls. We exposed the secret society run by the elite and corrupt. So are the Court of Owls in this? But what is more interesting is the top right. Owls tried to recruit me, says former circus child star Robin. Nightwing confirmed. So are they going to go with the Court of Owls? I really hope they don't, and I really can see this happening in the Matt Reeves Batman as well. The Court of Owls was a great storyline that they used in Gotham. I really hope they don't steal the Court of Owls for Batgirl, but potentially the Court of Owls could be the villain. Maybe. We don't know. We really don't know. But the next newspaper article or magazine is even more interesting. So, billionaire villain Lex Luthor hires new lawyer to appeal sentence. Okay, so in both versions of the Justice League movie, in the studio cut, aka the Swask Whedon cut, and the Zack Snyder Justice League cut, Lex Luthor got out of jail in both of them via Deathstroke. Now, there is a typo. This doesn't actually spell Luthor, but what is more interesting here, people be like, yeah, but it's just a different Lex Luthor that appears to be in jail. But if you look at the top right again, witness testimonials from the Capitol building bombing when Superman was framed by Lex Luthor. So does this mean it's canon, or does it mean he was shifted to Arkham Asylum just like it said at the end of the movie? So what does this mean for all the rumors that the whole Snyderverse is getting erased and they're going to erase BVS and they're going to erase Batman vs Superman? This literally could be an in the background shot Easter egg. Doesn't mean anything. It could mean something. It might not mean anything. We don't know. But because it says witness testimonials from the Capitol's building bombing, which is literally what happened with Superman in that movie, that means in this timeline it still happens. But most people will look at this image and be like, yeah, they're just having Lex Luthor there. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that BVS isn't erased. Well, it does, because the Capitol bombing still happened, which means BVS is still canon, but they could change that for sure. And like I keep saying, guys, a lot of you people seem to misinterpret what I say all the time. I'm very much looking forward to this Batgirl movie that for some reason hasn't been greenlit to go over to a theatrical release. I wonder why. I already know the answer, but it's not my place to say. It's not my place to drop stuff because I'm not a leaker, but it's just a bit odd that this is BVS continuity in Batgirl. It's really going to confuse these people on Twitter that seem to think they know exactly what's going on, because realistically, I speak to a lot of these Twitter people behind the scenes, and realistically, none of them know what's going on. So we got the Batgirl reveal of the actual suit, and I understand it is meant to be year one, but you've got to understand this is a movie. It's not Titans. To be fair, the suits on Titans were more impressive. It's not CW. This is supposed to be a Warner Brothers Pictures movie. Although it's not a theatrical release, it is supposed to be a movie. Do you get what I mean? It's a movie. So guys, I really don't like the suit. It's CWS. Yes, I get it. I get it. It's supposed to be homemade, but it looks like cosplay. I really do like the actress Leslie Grace. She had this to say on Twitter: I use their expectations against them. That would be their weakness, not mine. Let them all underestimate me. And when their guard is down and their pride is raising, let me kick their butts. Batgirl year one. I'm so freaking hyped for this series. I just don't like the suit, and that's a criticism. You can still watch something and criticize it and still like it. The problem with the 21st century and the Twitter sphere is if you criticize a suit, that means you're not going to like the movie and you're not going to watch it. No, I will be watching this and I will be covering it. I just don't like the suit. Hopefully, maybe Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne can give it some modifications, but it is going to get trolled for being cosplay, and maybe that is the reason why they've done that. If you remember when Zachary Levi, who I got the chance to speak to at the UK premiere, Shazam suit got a lot of flack online, got a lot of hate online, but when we actually got to the movie's release, the suit looked pretty decent. So hopefully this is the case. Now, she does look very comic book-esque accurate. It really does look pretty cool, but for me, it just personally looks like a CW suit. And don't get me wrong, Stephen Amell's Green Arrow suit was fantastic. I personally think the earlier Flash suits were fantastic, but at the moment for me, the suit, it's kind of meh. It is kind of meh, but you got to understand, Gotham is filmed in Glasgow for the Batman movie and also for Batgirl. So it's going to be very fantastic to see how similar-esque they look based on budgeting. Now, this could just be a budget. It really just could be a budget editing problem that they didn't have that much money to spend on the suit, so they just didn't. But either way, she's got the red hair, looks pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to it. As we know, behind the scenes means absolutely nothing. People taking pictures on an iPhone, although you can get 4K at 60 FPS, it's going to look so much better when we actually get to the movie. And like I keep telling you guys, please stop listening to these people on Twitter that seem to think they know the whole story because they've got a friend of a friend that works behind the scenes that really knows nothing. Because as I said before, they are raising the timeline. They're creating a new timeline. But if they're going to erase everything, the Capitol bombing would have never happened. And most people haven't picked up on that part. They've really brushed over that part. So let me know, guys, do you want Robin Nightwing in this movie? I really hope the Dylan O'Brien rumor is true, to be fair, because he is a very good actor and he's proved that in multiple projects that he's done before. Also, let me know what you think. Is the Snyderverse dead? Is this set before the Justice League movie? Based on this alone, I would say this is set just after BVS, but we don't know. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, comment 25 times down below to help the algorithm, and I will catch you in another video. But first, do you like the suit? And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.